Hey there, Dumpling. Hey, it's LGHD TV month, and I'm working on being a better ally. I've stopped going to Chick-fil-A altogether. At the end of the day, there was no reason to spend $20 on a Tyson chicken patty anyway. And a little word of advice: when you go out to one of them parades, make sure you got like a rainbow on you. Because counting on our honky tonk, if we start yelling pride without a rainbow, it's not a good look. That's all I'm going to tell you. And listen, your uncle told me that if a non-binary person bites you, you contract it. But I told him that's the plot of The Walking Dead.
Never tell a trans person that you used to have a crush on them. I'm your Circus Laboratory Rosbot, and today we're going to talk about your transition and people's change in perception of you through it. Recently, I got told by someone that they used to have a crush on me, which is a strange thing to tell somebody, because aren't I still hot? Then felt much worse when they told me this cute little anecdote of them crushing on me before my transition. I think the worst part is that they're queer, and they've dated women in the past, which makes me feel like I'm transitioning poorly. But that's simply not true. I'm more of my authentic self than I've ever been in my life, and I love that. When you transition, there are going to be people who tell you that they miss the old you, and they're wrong, because the old you was less of your authentic self, and your authentic self is way hotter.
Hello, let's style some petticoats. I don't know if you can tell, but I've been loving the light pastels. Petticoats are on. I think I want to pull in some more pink with this corset. Okay, I don't know if I should do this yellow button up on top, or I could do yellow earmuffs, no shirt. I'm having a hard time. After a thorough accessorization, let's get into it. These are the rings I put on, the bracelets and cuffs I've put on. I put a pink heart bow on my petticoat here, and a keychain here as well. Pin these 2 strings of pearls to the corset. I put these bows on the corset as well. I've got my pink pearls on underneath my collar, and then my heart choker. As you can see, elf ears are on. I put a bow in my hair, and then I have in my pink hoops. For shoes, I'm debating between my fuzzy boots that I made or these platforms. Let's just try on both. Okay, or let me know your thoughts. For glasses, I want to go for these by Zinni Opticals. I mean, how fun, right? I moved the bows from the corset to the collars of my shirt, and I chose the fur boots. Final touch, my pink backpack, and this is the entire look. If you didn't already notice, this look is inspired by the pan flag. How cute. And Pride is coming up, and we're excited about it, okay? Anyway, I feel spectacular, I feel super cute, and that's it. Bye, guys. Thanks for watching.
What I'm saying is the planet's on fucking fire. There are a lot of things we could do to put it out. Are any of them free? No, of course not. Nothing's free, you idiots. Grow the fuck up. You're not children anymore. I didn't mind explaining photosynthesis to you when you were 12, but you're adults now, and this is an actual crisis. Got it? Safety glasses off, motherfucker.
Where's Bubbles?
She's probably upstairs combing her hair so she'll be the prettiest girl at the party! I'm gonna be the prettiest girl at the party!
Love you, I wanna hate you, but I just can't, and I lost you. But you're still here, just for damn, why'd you lie about change? Why'd you
Okay, I'll bite. Is this a drag queen? Because this looks like somebody who's pretending to be a grown woman in a dress and makeup and doing a little dance and hoorah. Is that what a drag queen is? I'm sorry, you're gonna say, no, a drag queen is a man dressing up like this, but women do drag too, as drag women. There's also drag kings, but you know. But you know what? Let's go a step beyond that and let's talk about the song choice. Because the song choice wasn't exactly children's music. Love on the Brain. Yes, you're going to pick Love on the Brain as an appropriate song for a child. May have adult connotations to it. Maybe sexualizing this child. Maybe we should stop doing this and let children be children is a good idea.
Denisha, the only person that needs to be honest is you.
Because the only reason why you don't like freeform locks or wigs is because you have your own self-hatred issue and you're a texturist, which is why you have yet to answer this question. So yes, what you did was very anti-black, but not only that, it's the fact that out of all the pictures you could have chosen from, you decided to use not one, but 2 mugshots with men with wigs. And if that ain't anti-black, I don't know what is. Because a quick Google search would have gave you this woman right here or somebody without a mugshot. Now, me personally, I never value anyone's opinion on natural hair when they present themselves in the most Eurocentric way. But since we're being honest, if you took out the time to stop straightening your hair and address the internalized texturism that you have, you'll actually see that wigs or freeform locks, which are the truest form of locks, are the most beautiful type of locks there is.
So one of my favorite signs to teach hearing people who have never learned sign language before is the sign for gamble. Here's why. So back on my 18th birthday, my deaf dad and I went to the casino to celebrate this milestone. And my dad loves scratch tickets. He loves any opportunity to win money. Who doesn't? And when hearing people for the first time meet a deaf person, they really don't know what to do. They kind of freeze and wait for you to make the first move because they don't want to do anything wrong. And my dad, to minimize this and make them more comfortable, he teaches them like a new sign that they can use. And because we're at the casino, he teaches them the sign for gamble, like you're throwing the dice. And this is where it gets good, because we're there for about an hour, and I see the hearing people that we taught the sign gamble to, and they're with their friends or family or whatever, and I see them point to us. Hearing people love to point just as much as deaf people do, and they're pointing at us, and they wave and sign, and I'm like, that is not the sign for gambling. That is not it. And so instead of my dad correcting them, he just looks at them and goes,
Date crude, hot, oh oh, I look good, wow, oh oh, bullet now.
I got deported by 6. I got sued by 6. I got burned by 6. I got bombed by 6. I got mugged by 6. I got shot by 6. I got scammed by 6.
Yeah, but what about slavery? You didn't deny that.
Deny? No. Slavery is as old as time and has taken place in every corner of the world, even amongst the people I just left. Being taken as a slave is better than being killed, no? I don't see the problem.
This comment reads, liberal, woke, commies will say anything fascist now. Shit, bro, he got me. I guess I'm a fucking liberal now. I'm gonna be a stockbroker, a landlord, and the biggest piece of shit white trash you can think of. But don't worry, guys. Don't worry. I actually care about social change. Want to know why? Because I vote Democrat every 4 years. I am such a good net positive to society.
That is too much. That is too colorful. That's too weird. That is the point! Oftentimes when I share my Decora outfits, I will get these kinds of comments, but That is the point of decora fashion, to decorate yourself from head to toe with lots of layers and accessories. If you've never heard of decora fashion, it is a style that originated in Harajuku, Tokyo around the 90s to early 2000s because of a mix of a bunch of different things. Like the influence of the TV personality Tomoe Shinohara, the opening of 6% Doki Doki in 1995 by Sebastian Masuda, and the kids on the street who would put together these unique outfits that would be featured in magazines like Fruits and Cutie. Decora fashion has evolved in the early days, the mid-2000s, the 2010s, and now in the 2020s we have Neo Decora Kai, which is an event that was started by Nico that is for the new generation of kids to showcase their own decora style and to help continue to keep this culture alive. There are lots of people all over the world who wear decora fashion to this day, and we celebrate that with the yearly event International Decora Day that was started by Decora Demon and Hard Decora that happens on the last Saturday of every July.
MLK? Hello, children. It's me, Martin Luther King. Did you guys know that I didn't even really want to end segregation? Actually, children, nobody in America wanted to end segregation, not even the black people at the time. If you even mentioned ending segregation to a black person at the time, they would say, well, why would we want that? They wouldn't want to burden the white people at the time with our existence. Matter of fact, people back then were so strongly for segregation that I actually advocated to build entire Great Walls of China around black and white neighborhoods to segregate us even further. And everybody at the time agreed with it. Matter of fact, when I gave my I Have a Dream speech, I was actually talking about my dream to have 2 separate ethno-states in the United States. And I wasn't assassinated by the CIA. No, I was assassinated by BLM and Antifa. So don't let the woke mob tell you that I was some sort of progressive socialist that wanted to end racism. Nah, I loved racism. MLK? Hello, children. It's me, Martin Luther King. Did you guys know that I didn't even really want to end segregation? Actually, children, nobody in America wanted to end segregation, not even the black people at the time. If you even mentioned ending segregation to a black person at the time, they would say, well, why would we want that? They wouldn't want to burden the white people at the time with our existence. Matter of fact, people back then were so strongly for segregation that I actually advocated to build entire Great Walls of China around black and white neighborhoods to segregate us even further. And everybody at the time agreed with it. Matter of fact, when I gave my I Have a Dream speech, I was actually talking about my dream to have 2 separate ethno-states in the United States. And I wasn't assassinated by the CIA. No, I was assassinated by BLM and Antifa. So don't let the woke mob tell you that I was some sort of progressive socialist that wanted to end racism. Nah, I loved racism.
Absolutely not. Comments like this, not tolerated. Comments like this on my page when I'm talking about my own disability will get you blocked. I have severe hearing loss. I have a hearing disability. That's not a dirty word. And during Disability Pride Month? Come on, man. If you refer to yourself as differently abled, there's nothing wrong with that. You do not, and I repeat, do not get to tell people what they can and can't refer to their own disability as. No, I have a hearing disability. It's a disability. My ears don't work. It took me a long time to really come to terms with my hearing loss, for me to really feel confident. Telling people how they can and can't refer to their own disability on my page is absolutely not tolerated whatsoever. Like I said, if you are differently abled, okay, I have a disability, and I'm allowed to say that. Happy Disability Pride Month.
All these men expect women to be their nurses, right? And then they make terrible patients.
I love this woman, and if nothing else, I hope that anybody who follows me also follows her. She's so amazing. She reminds me every day that I watch her videos that I am not screaming into a void, that it is not my imagination, that I haven't just made up all this foolishness. So watch her video, please, please. But In reference to her video, my father is the greatest example of this. My father would yell at my mother anytime that she asked him to eat healthy, and I mean a host of other things. And so my mother, developed Alzheimer's and passed away. And my father, every single day of her illness, used to say to us, she can remember what she wants to remember. He just totally didn't care. And so now my dad is 78 and I haven't seen him in probably about a year. We don't really talk. And my landscaper and my cleaning lady report back that my father's smoking cigarettes. And to that I say, that's not my problem. My father will put us all in the grave before he dies.